What's going on, my Fly family? It's your boy Izzy. Welcome if you're new. So ESPN First Take specifically has been discussing the whole situation with Lebron and Bronny. And they had some interesting takes, especially Stephen A. Smith. We're about to get all the way into it. But before we do that, y'all make sure y'all hit the thumbs up for your boy if you like the content. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We are trying to hit 50 by the end of the day. So if y'all can help me out with that, I highly appreciate it. And don't forget to get in the comment section and let me know what y'all think about this. Let's get it.
Tuesday night, the Los Angeles Lakers opener against the Minnesota Timberwolves. LeBron and Bronny made history by being on the court together. Such a special moment. They became the first father-son duo in NBA history to appear in a game together when they checked in with 4 minutes left in the second quarter, and Crypto.com arena erupted. The Lakers also getting the win in their first game under new head coach, our guy, JJ Redick, 110-103 versus the T-Wolves. Let's hear from the James gang.
Going up to that score set with my dad, checking in for the first time, was a crazy moment I will never forget.
You know, for me, I lost a lot of time because of this league and committing to this league, being on the road at times, missing a lot of his things, Bryce's things, Zurich's things. So to be able to have this moment where I'm working still and I can work alongside my son, it's one of the greatest gifts I've ever got from the man above, and I'm going to take full advantage of it.
All right, before we let them go, man, I just want to say Bronny sounds just like his dad, bro. It's crazy how much they sound alike. Now, this was a dope moment, no lie. This was a very dope moment. Shout out to LeBron. Shout out to Bronny. I know it's nepotism and all this other stuff going on, allegations and all this other stuff. But nonetheless, man, I think it's amazing, bro. I haven't seen this since the Griffies.
I know you guys again, and I love you. Kendrick, nice to see you again. How are you? Okay, things good? Wendy?
I love it. Call him the government name.
Wendy, we had Wendy on radio, by the way, during the Olympics.
We had Wendy on?
Yes, we did.
Oh.
Wendy was nice enough to come on when he was in Paris. He did a great job. I wanted to say that. But, let's calm down. Nobody in America, this might be fun for LeBron. Nobody in America cares that Bronny James played 3 minutes and grabbed 1 rebound, and at 11 o'clock at night in the opener, and this is supposed to be a moment that America is going to resonate with. I mean, come on. I'm being serious now, and I love the kid. All right, we know we had the major issue at USC, and LeBron's great. He's an all-timer. He's always been a phenomenal player. He stays out of trouble. Who doesn't like LeBron? I mean, he's not Jordan. But who doesn't love LeBron? Everybody loves LeBron.
I can't
But to make a big deal because JJ, and I love Redick, I'm rooting for him hard here.
Yeah, me
But
too.
the idea that he put him in for 3 minutes, he grabbed a couple of shots, and this is the greatest moment in professional sports.
Mad
I mean, we got to
Dog.
be serious.
They made history.
Well,
It's
Ken Griffey
LeBron
Jr.
James.
and Ken Griffey
Yeah,
Jr.
but in
and
the
Ken Griffey
NBA,
made history.
he's one of the greatest players of all time. The ultimate dream realized, playing alongside his son in the iconic purple and gold.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
If LeBron James is not the second greatest player in the history of basketball, would this be a story?
It would be a story, but not nearly as big.
This is a story
LeBron.
because we're making LeBron. You know, you can make the argument that the Lakers got Bronny to begin with, to, as Wendy just said, to energize LeBron. So that puts a qualification on it. Well, hold on now. He's only on the team because LeBron's 40. He's their star. So as a result, that's a second-round pick, 3 minutes. Let's throw him out there. Sorry, folks.
Guys.
I ain't buying it. You
Stephen
guys
A.,
can go crazy. Call me an
nothing's more
ogre.
important than
Call me
family.
anything you want. I can't get into it. Go ahead, Steve.
Stephen A.
Now, if Molly just be quiet for a second and let the man talk, we can hear what he has to say. But I skipped over what Wendy said because Mad Dog ended up saying exactly what he said. And it's basically the Lakers were trying to make LeBron happy. And I get what Mad Dog is saying too, man. It was late. A lot of people probably don't care about the whole situation. I get it. I do care about it. I respect it. As a father, it's just very impressive to be in a league for that long, play at the level that he's playing at for that long, and to also be able to play with his son, who he had at the age of 20. That's crazy. The biggest problem that I feel like fans, especially Laker fans, will have with this is, are you trying to win a championship? You know, or are we just a circus show at this point? Are we just happy to see history? You know, they didn't make any changes. And I'm not going to lie, I was fed up with the gameplay that they had for the past 2 years, getting spanked by the Nuggets. I was sick of it, man. I'm like, what is going on here? Now, LeBron is still a top-tier player. Love him to death. That's my favorite player in the NBA. The team is trash. The team doesn't look good. They don't look good. The biggest issue for the Lakers were their three-point shooting for the past 2 years. And guess what their issue is this year? Three-point shooting. In the game last night, they shot 15% from the three. That is awful. JJ Redick did put on a masterclass with his coaching as far as the plays he was running and stuff like that. But the shooting is still atrocious, man.
Look, y'all. Oh, my goodness. I hate doing this.
Oh, God.
Wendy and Kendrick Perkins are absolutely right, particularly from the LeBron standpoint. LeBron, to me, is the second greatest player in the history of basketball. He deserves this. This is what he wanted. It's what he's always wanted. He deserves this. Wendy was absolutely right about the Lakers being all in on LeBron. And what can you do to soak as much out of him as you possibly can to have him even more inspired? He's a billionaire. He's a 4-time champion. He's been to 10 NBA finals. He's a surefire first ballot future Hall of Famer. He's on a Mount Rushmore. And it's very, very important, the point that you pointed out, Wendy, because they are all in. And it's very smart of J.J. Redick. Let's call it what it is. He wouldn't be a head coach for the Los Angeles Lakers if it wasn't for LeBron James, okay? We all know this. And I believe in J.J. Redick. I think he's going to do a great job. I'm never rooting against him. I'm rooting for him. But that's the facts, okay? So we got that out the way. Now we get to Bronny. And Kendrick Perkins, I'm going to say this, and the reason I say this is primarily because of you, because you were one of the people that reminded me of this, which buffers Doggy's point. Bronny James was a McDonald's All-American. There was questions as to whether or not he deserved that. On the collegiate level, his health compromised the level of production he could have given. That was compromised. He ended up getting drafted 55th overall. What's the problem with that? The problem with it is not the draft pick at 54, 55, because you had people interested in going and grabbing him earlier, just out of respect for LeBron James. They didn't grab him earlier. So it's not the problem with him being picked at 55. The problem was the money he got compared to what the 55th pick got the year before that. Knowing that the Lakers were in a compromising position financially, still in all, they got that money for him in a fashion that wasn't going to happen or has never happened for the 55th pick in a draft prior to that. So there's a whole bunch of things that have gone on that has sort of facilitated the situation that happened last night. And anybody who's watching the sport, who knows the sport, who loves LeBron James, who loves the Lakers, but also loves the game of basketball, is going to have a bit of trepidation. I'm here in Los Angeles with the both of y'all. We have all run across people in the streets of LA who are diehard fans of the Lakers. They are a part of Laker Nation. They didn't like this. Some of them didn't like this at all. Now, that crowd last night loved it. We all loved it. I was there. We all loved it when Bronny and LeBron walked into the game together. It was a magnificent moment to see, no question about that. But because so much has happened to facilitate that moment transpiring last night, inevitably is going to invite the level of scrutiny that Doggy has pointed out. Doggy is right on the money in terms of what a lot of people throughout America are feeling. And last night moment, it was a great, great thing to see for LeBron. It was special for LeBron. But from this point forward, it's going to be more about Bronny and what Bronny is, what's he going to be, what he can be, and what happened to facilitate him being in this position. And that's going to invite a whole bunch of scrutiny, so much so that Doggy would look mute compared to the level of scrutiny that's about to come down the pipe in the months to come.
I don't think it's the money that's going to increase the scrutiny or that increased the scrutiny or the vitriol that's going on. I think it's LeBron actually downplaying NBA players and saying that, hey, my son is better than some of these players or majority of these players that were playing in the NBA already. I give rookies 3 years every time. I don't care who it is. I give them grace. A dad's going to talk like a dad, okay? I'm going to always big up my son. If whatever he's doing, I'm going to say he's the best at it. I don't care what anybody say. I'm going to say it. Okay? I'm going to always big up my son. I know it's a code of conduct that you go about when you're talking about the NBA and stuff like that. because you can bring up Carmelo and his son. He don't big talk his son and stuff like that. But a dad's going to be a dad, man. They're going to support their son to the fullest, and they're going to always bet on their son over anybody else, kid. So all in all, man, I'm all for it. I'm glad he's there. It's a dope moment. My whole concern is, though, what is the Lakers trying to do to actually win a championship? Are they trying to win a championship? I really think the AD needs to move to the 4 in order for me to feel comfortable with him playing on the Lakers. If I want LeBron to win a championship, AD needs to move to the 4. You think about the year that they did win the championship, who did they have at the 5? They had Dwight Howard. And then AD was at the 4. So AD just simply needs to move back to the 4. The more you bet on AD at the 5, the more I'm going to say you're not going to have a successful season. I'm sorry. And then your shooting, your three-point shooting, and AD at the 5. Those are two things I need changed before I can start bigging up the Lakers again. But anyway, man, I don't want to drag this video too long. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the Lakers. Did they make a good decision, bringing Bronny? Are they focusing on the right things, trying to make LeBron happy? What should the Lakers be doing right now? Y'all let me know in the comment section. I love y'all. Y'all keep it smooth.